came back from Greece last Monday and I decided to join Slimming World. So today we'll be doing a what I eat in a day on Slimming World. If you haven't watched my Greece video, by the way, make sure you watch that. I'll link it down below. It has a lot of yummy Greek food. If you have no idea what Slimming World is, I will be explaining how it works at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But if you're here for the yummy food, let's get started. For breakfast, I'm making kayana, which is basically scrambled egg with tomato and feta. I had it on my holiday in Greece and I've been making it non-stop since. I started by cutting a bit of red pepper in small pieces. I then sprayed some fry light in a non-stick pan and cooked the pepper for a few minutes. While it was cooking, I grabbed a couple of tomatoes and chopped them up in my food chopper, but you can also use a food processor too. Weighed 45 grams of feta, but you can use as much or as little as you like. I seasoned the pepper with salt and pepper and then added the tomatoes to the same pan. While it was cooking, I grabbed 2 eggs and cracked them in a bowl. I also added a few egg whites for extra protein and mixed everything around. When the tomato was cooked through and there was no more liquid, I added my eggs and mixed everything around. Lastly, I added the feta and gave everything a final mix. I love this breakfast as it's so filling and the smell of cooked tomato is so summery, it makes me think I'm back in Greece. So good, so yummy. Just came back from a walk. Baby's asleep and I'm so hungry. It's 2 o'clock. I made some salmon yesterday, so I think I'm gonna warm that up. And I made it with ginger and garlic and soy sauce. It's quite Asian inspired. Just mix it up and have it with noodles because I think that sounds great and it's gonna be very fun. But I can make it in I was gonna say 10 minutes, but I think that's quite ambitious. 15 to 20, because I need to do some chopping. Let's go. I started by adding my leftover salmon to a baking dish to warm up while I was preparing the rest of my dish. I sliced some peppers and chopped some spring onions in small pieces. So crushed a couple of cloves of garlic. I then grabbed a non-stick wok and added some fry light to it. I also added some boiling water to a separate pan for the noodles and seasoned with salt before adding some noodles. While the noodles were cooking, I added all the vegetables in the wok on medium heat and seasoned with salt and pepper. I also added a tablespoon of tamari and the juice of a lime. I also love to add a bit of honey to make sure the dish isn't too sour. And since I didn't have any fresh chilies, I added some chili flakes for a bit of spice. I stirred everything around, and when the noodles were cooked, I added them in and mixed everything around. Stirred some rocket to my bowl and then added the noodle mixture. Lastly, I took the salmon out of the oven and added a fillet on top. I sprinkled some sesame seeds and lunch was ready. Definitely gonna burn myself. Very good. Alice is very jealous. Look, it's missing something. I don't know what it is. maybe sriracha. So good though. I'm just gonna go sit down and actually enjoy it. Is there anything better than a tea and a biscuit? I can tell I've gone very English, wanting my tea and biscuit after my meal, but I'm gonna go enjoy. It's my little treat while baby's sleeping. For my workout of the day, I decided to do the Tone 1 by Les Mills. I only discovered this a few weeks ago and it's become my favorite workout. It has a mixture of strength training exercises, cardio and stability, and I love the variety, and the music is always amazing and super motivating. If you've ever done Les Mills workouts, it's like a mixture of grit and body pump, although it's much easier than grit. See if I can link a similar one down in the description box if you want to give it a go. And of course, Elsie wanted to join me for the abs section of the workout, which made it even more fun. For dinner, I was craving sweet potatoes, so I chopped a few in small pieces and added them to a baking tray lined with baking paper. I sprayed some fry light, but you can also use olive oil, and seasoned with salt and pepper. I then baked them at 200 degrees Celsius for around 30 minutes. To go with my potatoes, I made a salad. I started by serving a few salad leaves into my bowl and then added some cabbage and radish using my mandolin slicer. I also added a few strawberries to make the salad more summery. Added some olive oil and red wine vinegar and seasoned with salt. I then served my potatoes on top. I love the combination of warm potatoes and the fresh salad. Lastly, I sprinkled some feta on top and dinner was ready. So yummy. The feta and the sweet potato and the strawberry work so good together. So yummy. You have 3 simple rules that you follow each day and how you plan your meals. Step 1, as it says on the book, is your free food. That you can have as much as you want. You don't have to count anything and you base your meals on those foods. So that's fruits, vegetables, pretty much all of the fruits are free. I think the only one that's not is avocado. That has to be in their whole form, so I don't really follow that rule, but telling you because just explaining the program. But I think if you blend it or if you cook it, it has a sin value, which I'll explain what sins are later on. But yeah, for now, all fresh fruit is free. Then proteins like meat, fish, shellfish, some dairy products, so they're 0%, like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. Also free food is your pulses, so lentils, beans, things like that. Eggs are also free. Free is also your rice, your pasta, your grains, potatoes as well, and I love potatoes. Also some vegan stuff like tofu, macaroni sausages, so it's actually quite good for vegetarians and vegans because it has included a lot of plant-based proteins. These are the free foods. Then you have on top of that your healthy extras. So you have 2 sets of healthy extras. So you have 2 healthy extra A's and 1 healthy extra B. Healthy extra A is your dairy stuff, so milk, cheese, what else? Yeah, milk and cheese. And with healthy extra A's, you do have to measure them. So 1 portion of a healthy extra A, for example, for feta is 45 grams. So once I've had my 45 grams, that's 1 healthy extra A. And you do get 2 of the healthy extra A's and 1 healthy extra B. So the B is things like bread, crisp bread, cereal bars. Again, with healthy extra B, you have to measure them. It does tell you on the book how much of each is one portion of Healthy Extra B. On top of that, so you have your free food, healthy extras, and then the third step is sins. Anything that's not a free food has a sin value. Things like crisps and chocolates, biscuits, all these things have a sin value. And if you have had your Healthy Extra A allowance, for example, if you have feta, milk, and you want more parmesan for dinner because you've had 2 of your Healthy Extra A's, then the parmesan would be sins. It's quite easy to follow. Once you do one day and you write everything down, it's kind of like second nature. I do find it personally very easy. You get a daily allowance. Based on your weight, you get your budget for the day. I get 5 to 15, but it might be different. You have more weight to lose. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that they're called sins because it sounds like it's something bad, but it's spelled S-Y-N-S, so it comes from synergy, so it means that all of the elements of this program work together, which is how I look at it. To not get caught up on food being good or bad, because it's not. It's just everything in balance together. To me, it's more about including more of the healthy stuff, more of the stuff that are high in protein, high in fiber, that will keep me full, make me feel my best. I do find that it gives me less anxiety than calorie counting. I've done calorie counting in the past, and I do find that I get very obsessed with food and what I'm eating, and it often makes me less of the good stuff because I can't be bothered to track everything. Whereas with this, it just encourages you to add more fruits and vegetables and all the things that will keep you full and that are healthy for you. So yeah, I did join last year and I lost 5 kilos. I kind of gained some of it back because I wasn't really following it. So I'm back now on it. I'm doing the online version, which I'm enjoying so far. I have about 10 kilos that I want to lose to go back to my pre-baby weight. If you have any questions about the program, let me know and I'll try and explain it in a better way on the comments. I love ice cream in the summertime. These Hello Top ice creams are just amazing, especially the chocolate one. You get so much. I'll go watch some Gilmore Girls and enjoy. Delicious day.